We have here a Japanese reel-to-reel tape recorder by Mini, or some pronounce it Mini, OMGS. I did a little bit of research on OMGS and found no explanation as to what that is, other than that it was a Japanese manufacturer of some kind, and that was the company's name. OMGS probably stood for something in Japanese. I don't know. If you can find out what OMGS stands for, let me know, but I don't have any information on that. But the purpose of this video today is to take a look at this little flea market antique store find. I don't even know if this is the right case for this radio. Might be, because it's got that, well, it is an OMGS. Yeah, I guess so. It is the right case. I didn't have it slid all the way in, maybe, and that's why it won't fit. But I'm trying to get it out of the case here without breaking it. And I don't know what condition this radio is in, so we're going to try to see if we can get it to work. Phooey. Missing something here. That's a shame. Headphone, earphone. Got a little bit of a crack there. 8 transistor. That's impressive. Let's see if we can get this thing open. Okay. Probably a date code there, but I don't know what that means. 62 maybe? That 62. Audio output transformer. Is that, oh, no, that doesn't look good, does it? Somebody been in this thing? Got the felt around the speaker. Yeah, I don't know what that wire was. Might have been a center conductor. Yeah, it's part of the transformer, I'll bet you. Yep, there it is. Look at that. Yeah, so it was the center tap of the transformer. All right, well, wonder. Some bug guts there. Shell of some kind of a cockroach, probably, or something. There's some more there. Roach eggs or whatever. All right, just for giggles, let's see if we can find a battery. And let's put a battery in this thing. Alrighty. Okay, no sound yet. Let's make sure a switch is working. Yeah, I think so. I think it's working. Okay. Let's hook the center conductor, center tap up. No. See if we can get any sound at all. Completely dead. Got all kinds of cockroach eggs in there or whatever. Yeah, not getting any sound. So let's pull it apart. Okay, we got a screw there, screw there, screw there. Maybe. Let's see, is that might be. There we go. Tell you, that whole family of critters growing in there. Living in there, I mean. Pretty corroded. Earphone jack, switch. Yeah, it's working. The switch is working, but I don't know whether it's making contact in there or not. You can't see it probably. Let me try it this way. You can see right here. So if that's open, we won't have any sound on the speaker. So let's try this again. Okay, I got the volume turned up. I can see the little critters crawling around in there. Not sure what that is. It looks like a piece of a pencil lead. But there are critters crawling around. Okay. Yeah, it's completely dead. It's output of the audio transformer. And the black wire is part of the power. This black wire is part of the power circuit. So if that's disconnected, we're going to have no power to part of the radio. And it's a good possibility this transformer's popped. That's why they had it pulled up like this. I do have some transformers somewhere. Okay, good. All right, we had a little bit of sound. Just had a little hiss. There we go. Okay, let's spray the volume control. I'm touching the tuning condenser, which is the front end of the front end of the radio, which means that there's audio getting all the way through, which is a good sign. I'm trying to see if I can get a hum. Not getting any audio back on this side. There's a lot of corrosion here, but I don't know if there's any broken traces right there, but we do have a lot of corrosion. That could be a problem for a short, maybe. Okay, so that I believe is the oscillator coil. See if I can bring this back down here without tearing it up. That's this coil that we're tapping. I don't know if somebody's been digging around. It looks like they've been tweaking. They were telling what kind of condition we have here. Oh, there's a resistor that's broken. See that right there? It's not good. Yeah, it's completely, well, I say it's completely dead. I don't hear any sound or hiss. We could have some bad caps here. Got 1, 2, 3, 4. These 4 caps could be bad. So, actually that's making noise when I touch that, so yeah. So we need to solder that back in. If it'll solder back in. If that leg is long enough, I don't know. It's right here. Yeah, we'll pull the solder off of that blob right there. Actually, yeah, I got audio now. So those caps are reforming. Hear that? Okay. So it's very faint. Yeah, so that resistor's messed up. And we could have some open caps here. We'll replace or check these caps. And, but we've got audio. So, very weak.
hearing, folks, the straight facts. I've been fighting the timeshare giants ever since, so no one knows this industry better than my... Today, we have saved our clients an average of $65,000 in lifetime payments. Imagine putting those timeshare dollars back in your pocket. Give my office a call today. I guarantee if we take you as a client, we will cancel your timeshare or you'll pay nothing. Call Wesley Financial Bank for your free information kit. 800-939-2525. That's 800-939-2525. 800-939-2525. Is your financial plan prepared to take on the biggest expense facing retirees? Hey, if this is kind of the average 65-year-old couple can face healthcare costs of $300,000 or more over their lifetime. With healthcare inflation on the rise, learning how to mitigate these costs is crucial. The first step is understanding the largest health insurance program available to you upon turning age 65, Medicare. You might be wondering, where do I begin? How do I apply? Which is why we teamed up with National Medicare expert Todd Morrissey to offer you a free webinar focused on answering your top questions. Times are limited, so register now by visiting howardbailey.com or text Medicare to 866-482-9559. That's Medicare to 866-482-9559. Investment advisor services offered through Howard Bailey Securities, LLC.
That growl is the is my radio station in the background with no audio. It just hums. So that's transmitting pretty broadly, and
There was a few times audibly made loud noises, either cheering or being upset about something. This is the first time they rode a Medicare approved doctor or did 20.6. So that's good. It's fun for me right now. Ended up being the final score as they played to a draw. And that was
all right.
disappointing.
Well, all right. So let's solder this lead back here, and we'll resolder that transistor, that resistor back in, and we'll check these three caps. There's at least 1, 2, 3 electrolytics here. I don't see any more electrolytics. Oh yeah, there's one. So it's 1, 2, 3, 4. See any more? I don't. We'll just check those with the ESR meter after we solder these two wires back, and we'll hot glue this transformer back in place. Get it, because we've got to be able to get this battery in here, and in order to close up the radio like that. So we got to close this up some. Get this, I mean, we got to get this put in here where it'll be out of the way. All right. So I'll re-solder this, and we'll try to figure out, without damaging this any further, how we can get this down. I think if I put it right down there like that and hot glue it, it should be okay. Move our OMGS. Just check the meter. Okay, Okay. Yeah. Not terrible. Yeah, that one's bad. That one's bad. Let's check this one. That one's not great, but it's 3 ohms. That's not too bad, I guess. Let's check this one. I'm trying to do this and stay on camera. We need to find out where this one goes from here to here. So let me see if I can do that with one hand. Not going to be able to do that. From here to here. Yeah, that's the 3.5 ohm. And well, this is the one that we had was probably bad. Yeah, it's 25 ohms. 25 ohm series resistance. Equivalent series resistance. So that one's probably bad. If that's a 1 ohm or 1 microfarad or more. Remember, you can't check caps under 1 microfarad. Okay. And this one is a 5 microfarad. And that is this connection right here. And that one's pretty high too. 10 ohm, 15, 12 ohms or whatever. So we'll replace these caps and we should get a pretty decent audio performance once we do that. All right, I was going to fix this. We need to pull out this solder blob. Where is it? This blob right here. Okay. Push that resistor back in. Okay. Okay, there we go. All right, let's see if that brought our audio back. Yeah, it did. All right, so let's take a cap. We had a 5 microfarad, and let's put a 4.7. Zoom this back out. Let's put a 4.7 in there. don't have a 4.7, probably a 3.3. Yeah, 3.3. And let's just for giggles cut the lead off here so we got an even. And let's see, we decided this was the bad one, and negative and positive. Let's see, which side is negative. Right, so this side is positive. Oops. Okay, not making much difference there. No difference there. All right, those aren't going to make any difference, I don't think, in the audio. So let's turn this off, plug our battery. Let's get this soldered back. Okay. Okay. And then we will take a piece of shrink tubing. And there we go. And we will shrink it. Well, come on here. Can't be that difficult, can it? Notice it's got the civil defense markers on it. See the civil defense triangle marker there? Here's another one. Okay. Turn that off. All right, keep in mind we're in the Faraday cage, as you recall, and we don't have any, we have very poor AM radio performance. So let's see if we can get this. Yeah, so if we, as long as that's just right there, we'll hot glue that in place, and we'll reassemble it and take it outside and see how it sounds. Okay, got it glued back in, and oh, I wanted to say something more about the civil defense markers. The civil defense markers were put in the early 50s, 1952, 1953. They started putting the civil defense markers in there at 640 and at 1240. And every radio in those years, car radios, transistor radios, needed to have a civil defense indicator so that people could quickly go in times of disaster for nuclear war against the communists. We were pretty terrified of the possibility of some nuclear attack or something. And so the civil defense stations would broadcast on AM, and people with an AM radio could get instructions about what's going on in the world, or in the U.S. anyway, with the current war conditions. Boy, this is going to be a trip, isn't it? There we go. And so that's what those are. You probably have seen them on a lot of radios, but that dates this radio potentially into the late 50s, early 60s, since it is transistor, probably more likely 60s. I don't know when they quit using that on radios. It probably was a gradual thing when they stopped using civil defense markers, but it is an indicator of the war, the potential war, and the government's attempt to be able to communicate to the public, general public. So there we go. So this was an easy repair. Now, I didn't replace the caps because I bridged each one of those caps, and it didn't make any difference in the gain of the audio. It's probably, they are probably bypass caps, and so that's why we didn't notice a big difference in any audio performance. Somebody had been tweaking the, apparently adjusting the transformers, the alignment transformers, and so we had to do a quick alignment by ear, and you saw the difference that it made in the radio. So we're just going to put this back together, grunge and all, and snap it back together. Let's see what we got here. It's picking up my camera noise and probably all kinds of other stuff on the bench. Let's turn off the shack. Okay, Google, turn off the shack. All right, we lost our camera video. Let's turn the light back. Okay, there we go. Well, that helped a lot, didn't it?
Call a rescue product consultant at 800.
Pretty sharp tuning, so very fine. Alrighty, well, there we have it. The OMGS 8 Deluxe 8 transistor, made in Japan, probably in the late 50s. I love that emblem. Isn't that cool? Let me zoom in on that emblem. And okay, Google, turn on the bench. That's a little better, isn't it? There we go. Yeah. All right. Well, thank you for watching the Vintage Tech.